So thank you very much, dear devotees, for giving a valuable association. Very grateful to all of you. And very grateful to Archana Mataji, Amit Prabhu, and his family for hosting all of us here. So thank you so much. So let us get started. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Janavallabha Girivardhari Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Bhaja Jananandana 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 Yamuna Tira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Jaya Jaya Guru Dev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरे हरे कृष्णा. So thank you very much. Very nice to see all of you again. I know it's very cold outside. Weather is not favorable, but still we all have come, and so I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Some of you have driven quite a distance, but still you made it. So thank you. So let's continue study of Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare. So we welcome all the devotees once again. And thank you, Amit Prabhu and Arjunamani, for hosting all of us here. Thank you so much. So let's begin study. So we are going to study from Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam. We are studying from Canto 1, Chapter 11, where Lord Krishna is entering into Dwarka. So before we go into Dwarka, we can go to Ayodhya. Isn't it? We all can go to Ayodhya. Jai Shri Ram. So we have Lord Ram, after many years, is coming in Ayodhya. There's a lot of patience, and patience was tested, but the faith the devotee had was never shaken. They continued. 10 generations have passed, more than 10 generations. And they have still been waiting. And now it is getting fulfilled in next few days. So it's a great occasion for all the followers of Sanatana Dharma. We should be feeling very proud. At the same time, we have to work hard so that how we can preserve this. That's more important. Sometimes we get things and we feel it's so easy. Now the temple is opening in front of our eyes. We feel, oh wow, temple is, but look at the sacrifice of generation which has gone behind it. We just cannot compare. Something has come in our hand, so we should preserve this. So one story I'll share and then we'll go into Bhagavatam. So in Ramayana, when Lord Ram is coming, he just came, after defeating Ravan and bringing Mother Sita back with her. He's coming to Ayodhya. And he lands in Ayodhya, he comes. And then in Nandigram, Bharat is waiting with his Paduka and saying, when my Lord will come, then I'll give it to him so he can now become the king and he can rule. He was waiting for that day. He has been meditating for that for 14 years. But now that moment is coming. So he's very excited. Lord Ram comes and he embraces Bharat and he meets everyone. And he looks at Bharat and he says, looks like Ayodhyavasi is not happy with me coming here. And Bharat started crying. Why are you saying this? Lord, my Lord, why do you say this? Everybody is happy. Look, everybody has come to welcome you here. You can see everybody has come. Why do you say that? No, I see everybody has come. I see my mothers have come, you have come, elders have come, but I don't see kids. The children have not come. Why is it so? Is it? So this is very beautifully explained, that why it is like that. So Lord Ram is known as what? Maryada Purushottam. Meaning that the way Lord Ram lived, we should try to live in that way, right? He went through so many turbulence and trials, but he came out of all this victorious. Everything, right? Patience, reverence, everything we can see. How much love he had for his parents, all those things. So in Ramcharitmanas, this particular verse comes, Tapasa Besha Visheshi Udasi, Chauda Barisa, Rama Banvasi. So Lord Ram was in exile for 14 years. So Bharat started crying. He says, what are you saying? My Lord, why do you feel that Ayodhyavasi is not happy? So he says that because you went into the forest, and despite being grihastha, you took the life of a sannyasi, right? He became sannyasi. So whole of Ayodhya, they also maintained celibacy. They never had any children born in this 14 years. And that's why you see no children. So we can see that how much the Ayodhyavasis love Lord Ram. That one action that he took and everybody else followed. Okay, we will just do this. If he cannot eat, we will also not eat. So that was a love for Lord Ram. So how much we have to learn from this? People love Lord Ram so much. In fact, when Lord Ram was there was no comparison to compare him with something else. Like, right now, if you have to say, oh, he is very knowledgeable. Oh, his IQ is like an Einstein. So we have something to compare to. But Lord Ram was so beautiful, so amazing that, when they will talk, he says, Arey, Lord Ram, he's so beautiful. He's just like Lord Ram. Because you need something to compare to. But Lord Ram was incomparable. He was so beautiful. And therefore, the Ayodhyavasis loved him so much. And we can see from this example that how much they loved him. So here is a welcoming of Lord Ram in Ayodhya on Monday. So we all have to do our duty, lighting diyas in our home, making sweet and putting the rangoli in front of our home. That's how we should welcome. It should feel like that Lord Ram is coming in our home. We all are in Ayodhya, right? So please do this needful. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go back to our study. So we are going to study from verse number 4 and 5, right? So I think we have, so we are going to see what the citizens are doing to welcome the Lord Krishna. Now we are switching from Lord Ram to Lord Krishna. Okay. So again, all this discussion that we are going to do is again from Srimad Bhagavatam and Acharya's commentaries. So there is nothing that my contribution is there. I'm just reading and repeating their words. So if there's any mistake, please forgive me, and any glories that may come may go to all the Guru work. Thank you so much. Before that, I would like to pay my gratitude to all the devotees and all the Guru work who I listen to and take their blessing. So whatever I speak will enlighten our heart and help us go closer to Krishna. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 So last time we saw that Lord has just come. And what he's doing to give, he did not want Dwarkavasis to wait. He says, why make them wait? So what he does, he blew his conch shell. What is the name of this conch shell? Panchajanya. Panchajanya, very nice, okay. So, Panchajanya. So Panchajanya was that is all we saw. So we'll move straight to that. Okay, so yeah. So now Lord is getting welcome. Okay, so let's read these verses and then we'll begin. So there is very beautiful descriptions are given in this. So it's very nice to read this. Though we want to go to Vrindavan, but we can still. It's a Lord's abode, so we can always glorify and be in that for a moment. Tatropanita balayo. Tatropanita balayo. Ravir deepam Ivadratah. Atmaramam Purnakamam. Nija Labhena Nityada. Prityutpala Mukha Prochur. Harsha Gada Gadada. Harsha Gada Gadaya Gira. Pitaram Sarva Suridam. Avitaram Ivarbhaka. Okay, so let's read the translation. So Mahi, can you please read better? Yeah, go ahead.
The citizens arrived before the Lord with their respective presentations, offering them to the fully satisfied and sufficient one who by his own potency incessantly supplied others. These presentations were like the offering of a lamb to the sun, yet the citizens began to speak in ecstatic language to receive the Lord, just as words welcome the garden and mother.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful. Thank you. So you can see how even the difficult words are being read by such young child. I'm sure this is how the bhakti will come in the heart of the children when they read this. So all the translation and purport by our beloved Gurudev Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So here some key words are there, right? So let's read the purport and we'll try to understand this. Purport. The Supreme Lord Krishna is described herein as Atmaram. He is self-sufficient and there is no need for him to seek happiness for anything beyond himself. So Krishna doesn't need any happiness. He's Atmaram. He's always happy. But we need happiness, isn't it? Every time. If something good happens, we are happy. If something not so favorable happens, we are unhappy. If you get a paycheck, we are happy. If you get a tax bill, we are, oh my God, so much tax. Isn't it? This is how our happiness goes up and down all the time. But Krishna is not. He's Atmaram all the time. And he doesn't need anything. He in fact gives unlimited things. He's got abundance and he can give anything that we need. But we always want, we seek to be happy. We need something external to be happy. If you see those who are in a trance, who are meditating on that, they don't need anything. They are happy. In whatever condition Krishna keeps, they are happy. Like Srila Prabhupada, he had a heart attack on Jalduta, no problem. Krishna, I am yours. You tell me how you want me to dance, I will dance. Nachao, 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 te maar. So like that. So pure devotees, they also don't need anything external. They are happy from within. So when we need external means we are not happy within. This is a signal. If we are trying to seek happiness outside, meaning we are not happy, then it's time to introspect and say, what can I do to become happy? Right? And being happy on their own is very difficult. We always need some support, something else to be happy. There's some reason to be happy. But Krishna is not like that. He is self-sufficient because his very transcendental existence is total bliss. He is eternally existence. He is all cognizant and all blissful. Therefore, any presentation, however valuable it may be, is not needed by him. But still, because he is well-wisher for one and all, he accepts from everything, everyone, everything that is offered to him in pure devotional service. So this is like, when he doesn't need, but like, for example, when Govardhan Puja was happening, he accepted so much of food from Devotee. Give me more, give me more. He was asking. And after everything was done, he finished everything. There was not a single grain of Mahaprasad left. Then Brajeswara, there is nothing left. But he again manifested the same prasad with all of them, same thing, without any loss. So this is Krishna. That he can take everything and again produce. And he can even take nothing and still he eats it. He just glances at the food and food is consumed by him. And that becomes Mahaprasad. because he's all the indriyas work in the way he likes. He can see and he can test. We can't. We can see and then we have to test. It's the other way around. But Krishna is not like that. It is not that he is in want of such thing, because the things are themselves generated from him, from his energy. The comparison is made herein that making offering to the Lord is something like offering a lamb in the worship of the sun god. So, how do we worship Mother Ganga? What do we do? From where do we take water? From Ganga only we take water. Like we take water like this, and then we offer. We take water from there and we're offering and say, okay, what is you took from me and give it to me? What is this? But still, Mother Ganga is happy that you at least offered me, right? Similarly, when somebody is offering a lamb, what happens? Sun God is offering. Sun God is trillion mil times brighter than the lamp. He doesn't need this lamp. In fact, the very light which is there in the lamp is coming from sun only. Right? If you see the wood, when you burn it gets fire. Well, from it, where it is coming? It is coming from sun. Because wood heat in sun, it gets that heat capability, and when you heat it, it starts burning. So it's like that. But still, Krishna is happy that you are at least offering me, even if it is mine. It is like when a parent's birthday is there. There's some dad's birthday, and child wants to offer something. The child says, "Okay." Child goes to mama and says, "Mama, give me this. I want to offer something to dad." And both will drive, and she will buy something, and she'll pack it. And then when she comes and give it to father on a Father's Day or his birthday, and father is very happy, very joyful. Why? It's his money only, which is taken by mother, and mother gave it to her, and then she bought it and gave it to. But see how happy they are. Everybody is so happy. Wow. I mean, why? There is an exchange of love. Similarly, when you offer something to Krishna, there is an exchange of love. Krishna feels that, okay, you are offering me my thing, but with love, so I'll accept. This is Krishna. Krishna doesn't need anything opulent. We can see from the example of Mahabharata where Duryodhana made Chappan Bhog, and Krishna did not go there. And he went to Vidur and eating peels of banana from Vidurai because of love. So we can offer anything that we have to Krishna with love, and Krishna will be pleased. In the worship of the sun, there is some sort of demand made by the worshipper. But in the case of devotional service to the Lord, there is no question of demand from either side. It is all a sign of pure love and affection between the Lord and the devotee. So when somebody is worshiping the Lord, what happens? There is an expectation that Lord will give me something, right? That I will get this benefit, this, that, my my miseries will go away. Whatever our demand will be. There are unlimited demands. And everybody demands different thing. And demands change also. It never remain consistent. If your demand heavy, remain consistent. Even if the same demand is not fulfilled for 1 year, do we keep asking same demand? No, it changes. Okay, not this. Let me ask something else. No, we change. And so, okay, maybe I'll ask simple things. It's like that. Our mind is so bewildering. It confuses all of us all the time. Therefore, we should never listen to our mind, which is a big problem. The Lord is Supreme Father and all living being of all living beings. And therefore, those who are conscious of this vital relation with God can make filial demands from the Father, and the Father is pleased by supply of demands of such obedient sons without bargaining. The Lord is just like the deity, and from him everyone can have everything by the causeless mercy of the Lord. So Krishna is like a Kalpataru, and he can give anything. Kalpataru means you ask anything and you will get that. If Kalpataru is not like tree, one tree. You can say, I need mango, same tree will give mango. You say, I need papaya, the same tree will give papaya. You can ask anything. That is Kalpataru. So Krishna is like that. We say Vancha Kalpataru Bhyascha. So what we are doing, we are paying obeisance to Vaishnavas who are like a Kalpataru. From where they are getting this quality? From Krishna. Because they are pure devotees who can fulfill our desire. Therefore, we pay obeisance by saying this. As the Supreme Father, this is important. The Lord, however, does not supply to a pure devotee what is considered to be a barrier to the discharge of devotional service. So we may ask anything, and when our desires are not fulfilled, we should understand that it is not favorable for me, for my bhakti. Means if I get this, my bhakti will not be same as what is happening today. Therefore, Krishna does not give certain things, even if it is material. Sometimes we think, I want this, and we get the desire fulfilled, meaning that that desire will help me to progress in bhakti. So Krishna will fulfill that desire. Krishna will not fulfill desire, which will take us away from doing bhakti. If our bhajan is getting impacted by anything that is given to us, then that will not be fulfilled. Krishna will not give. So sometimes we get promotion, we feel happy. Maybe because Krishna wants us to use that money in service of the Vaishnava, something like that, right? Sometimes we have difficulties because we go closer to Krishna, because then we chant, we chant and we pray and read and we connect and go. We want to go back to Godhead and we feel inside a need for bhajan. So Krishna will put us in that condition. Right? So Krishna will not give something, obviously like a father. Father will not give something which will damage the future of the children. Like children is watching too many movies. No, 10 minutes only. That's it. No more. Or sometimes no mobiles. Like that. Why? Because of this reason. That father loves the child so much that they don't want the child to be away from what they're supposed to do, which is study. Those who are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord can rise to the position of unalloyed devotional service by his transcendental attraction. Krishna attracts everyone so much, especially pure devotees who get attraction. Once they have seen Krishna, once they have tasted, in fact, any one of us, if we have taste for Krishna, we will not even look at anything else. Nothing else. Everything else will become like useless things for us. Oh, what are you asking? Dhruv Maharaj, when he was asking a kingdom bigger than his great grandfather, which is Brahmaji, when Lord came and gave his darshan, gave his knowledge, he said, oh, what I was asking. The universe bigger than Lord Brahma, that like a broken glass pieces, that is what he felt. That what I was asking. Just by looking at, taking a darshan, I'm happy. I don't need anything. But his desire was still fulfilled by the Lord because he was detached. He got detached. That's why his desire was fulfilled. He was attached, he would have not gotten. But he got detached. So therefore, Lord said, all right, that has to give you that. Let's go to the next verse. So this talks about incomparable supremacy of the Lord Sri Krishna. So let's. Nata smate nath sadangri pankajam virincha virincha surendra vanditam parayanam kshemam ihechat ihechatam param na yatra kala prabhavet para prabhu. Yes, can read. Kavish, can you read?
Yes.
Yes, better.
The Siddha said, O Lord, you are worshipped by all demigods of Brahma, the four sanas, and even the king of heaven. You are the ultimate rest for those who are weary
aspiring to achieve the highest benefit of life. You are the supreme transcendental Lord, and in other world time cannot exert its influence upon you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So who is saying? He is saying that who is worshipping Lord Krishna here? Lord Brahma, the Kumaras, 4 Kumaras, Indra, everybody is worshipping Krishna, right? And he is also the supreme shelter of those who want to aspire the highest thing, in the life. What is the highest benefit in life? To go back to Godhead, Goloka. That is the highest benefit. There are many things which comes in between, but that is the goal, highest goal, right? And it is never influenced by the time, never influenced by the time. So let's see. In purport, Prabhupada writes, the Supreme Lord is Sri Krishna as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Samhita, and other authorized Vedic script literature. So what are those we are saying? So in Bhagavad Gita, it says, Param Brahma, Param Dhamam, Pavitram Paramam Pavan. Right? He says, Arjuna is saying that your ultimate abode is the purest, which is absolute truth. And Krishna is the eternal, transcendental, original person. He is unborn and he is the greatest. So that means he is Krishna. Then in Brahma Samhita, how the Brahmaji invokes the Brahma Samhita, he says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadirada Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. So Krishna is like that. He is the original person. And in Bhagavatam, he says, Ete Chams Kala Pumsha Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Krishna is Bhagwan. He is Swayam Bhagwan. There's nobody else. So there are the references Prabhupada is quoting. Prabhupada in one sentence quoting 3 verses. So you can see how deep Prabhupada's understanding is. No one is equal or greater than him. And that is the verdict of all scripture. Every scripture is saying the same thing, that nobody is greater than Krishna. The influence of time and space is exerted upon the dependent living entities, who are all parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. The living entities are predominated Brahman, whereas the Supreme Lord is the predominating Absolute. As soon as we forget this clear fact, we are at once in illusion, and thus we are put into threefold miseries, as one is put into dense darkness. The clear consciousness of the cognizant living being is God consciousness, in which one bows down unto him in all circumstances. So, the purest form of living is to remain in Krishna consciousness. Just because we get human form, we do not become human. Just because we got 2 legs, 2 eyes, everything is there, people think I have got human body. No, it is not like that. Prabhupada used to say, once you start following the 4 regular principles, that's where you come to the platform of being human. That's where you become a human. Everybody else is not yet reached to that platform. Because from there only you can begin bhakti. People think, I am human, so I can start bhakti, but that's not going to work. Unless you reach to that, the bhakti cannot start. We cannot do Smaran of Krishna all the time. Like yesterday we were discussing, right, in our reading class, there was a devotee in Ukraine who couldn't chant Hare Krishna for 1 full month, even after being in the association of the devotees. It is so difficult. And we see this. I have seen live example when you sit in the temple and the speaker on the Vyasasana is saying Hari Bol, and this person is just looking around. They cannot even speak Hari Bol. We just look around and he's like amazed what to speak. Can I speak Hari Bol? Not able to speak. Why? Because the mercy has not come yet. If we are reading this, if we are listening to this Bhagavatam, we are reading, we are chanting, that means there is a mercy which has come on all of us. Without mercy, we cannot do bhakti. On our bal and our own bal, it is impossible. We think I'm doing it. Like, when Example comes from, unless we get mercy and unless we completely surrender to Krishna, bhakti cannot happen. So I'll give you an example from this Govardhan Leela. So Govardhan Leela, Govardhan was held by Krishna for 7 days. Why 7 days? Why not 8 days? Why not 6 days? Anybody know? Why 7 days? There's a reason. There's a story behind that. So Krishna held for 7 days because Nanda Maharaj, you know, for first day, he was telling Mother Yashoda and Rohini that you take Krishna and Balram away from this. Go take them to outside of Vrindavan. There's too much rain. Please take them, and I will take care of this the cows and others, and I will take them later. If something happens, at least Krishna Balram will survive. So what he was doing, he was using his own intelligence, his own power, and trying to save Krishna. Nothing happened. Next day, what happened? He was praying to he was taking names of Indra to please him. Hare Indra, we displease you, please forgive us. Like that, he was chanting his names, Indra. Indra Stuti he was doing whole day. No rain, rain did not stop. Third day, then he started praying to all the demigods, all the superior demigods, and said, please help. Still, nothing happened. Fourth day, he started praying to all the great rishis and said, please help. And praying to all of them. Nothing happened. Fifth day, he was praying to all the Pitru Paksh and all of them. And said, please help ancestors. Please help. Nothing happened. Like that, on the seventh day, then he realized that nothing is going to work. Then on sixth day, I forgot to tell. Sixth day, he told his brothers that please do something, Upananda and all that. Okay, let's do something about it. This is going to rain and we are not able to survive. We have to do something. Nothing happened. Then on seventh day, when he in his heart felt that, oh, this is only Krishna, and only we have to take shelter of Krishna. Only he can help us. When he felt like that, then the rain stopped outside. And then Krishna. So therefore, the Krishna held this for 7 days. That means if we try to do things on our own, it's not going to work. If we try to do things using our intelligence, it is not going to work. We have to fully depend on Krishna's mercy. Then things can move. All right. So this is how it is mentioned that we have to become God conscious, that is Krishna conscious. Prabhupada says this world's problem can be solved if everybody becomes Krishna conscious. So one reporter asked, if everybody can become Krishna conscious, then what is the point in living in this world? Well, I know there won't be fools like you who will not become Krishna conscious. Prabhupada was very direct, he'll tell direct. He'll tell direct. So it's like that. Okay, let's go to the next verse. So when you follow the Lord, we get all the success. Now here, the success means what? We immediately start comparing with material success. Getting 5-figure salaries, getting big houses, bigger car. This is our realization of success, but that is not the success. In fact, in spiritual world, that has insignificant value, no value at all those things, because these are all nashwa, they will go away one day. Yes, let us read this one. Bhavaya nastvam bhava vishwabhavan tvameva mata sruhatpati pita tvam sat guruna paramam cha daivatam Yasyanuvritya krutino babhuvima. Yes, Akshat, can you read it?
O Creator of the universe, you are our mother, and wish your Lord, Father, spiritual master, and worshipful deity. By following in your footsteps, we have become successful in every respect. We pray, therefore, that you continue to bless us with your mercy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So what they are saying, you continue to bless us with your mercy. That means we need mercy. We have to file petition. Like, here we file petition for visa extension, green card. We file, what is that called? Petition. So please do something about it. That's a petition. But we have to file our petition to Krishna for giving his mercy. Krishna, please give mercy. The Krishna is not that, but Krishna's representative is there in terms of Guru. So we have to file a petition to Guru. That Guru, please help me. Gurudev, Kripa Bindu Diya, asking for mercy. When we say this, bhajans, and you sing this Guru Aarti and all that, what is that? It is asking for mercy from Guru. That Gurudev, you have got mercy, but at least can you give me something from there? Give me one drop. And then my life will be successful. And therefore, these Vaishnava bhajans, this Guru Aarti, we should sing every day. Because that will develop love for Krishna, love for Gurudev. Otherwise, if we read this once in a week, even if you read this every day a little bit, but if you don't listen to this bhajan, if you don't sing this bhajans given by acharyas, if you don't do this aartis in home, it's very difficult to become Krishnamay all the time. Because Krishna says what? You have to remember me all the time. All the time. It's very difficult to remember Krishna, isn't it? But we can remember. There are ways to do that. So let us read the purport. The purport is very beautiful. Right? So let's read the purport. The all good personality of Godhead, being the creator of the universe, also plans for good for all good living beings. He plans all good for good living beings. See, Prabhupada is very nicely mentioning. The good living beings are advised by the Lord to follow his good advice. And by doing so, they become successful in all spheres of life. There is no need to worship any deity but the Lord. So we don't have to go to any other Lord, any other demigod. Give me this, give me that. No, we don't have to. The best example is Govardhan Puja. Indra Puja was stopped, Govardhan Puja was begun. Right? Because Indra is not the one who gives the rain. He is just a facilitator. But ultimately is given by whom? Krishna. So that's why Krishna stopped that. From that only we should learn that instead of going to different devatas and demigods, we are not going to benefit ourselves. In fact, what will happen? We will deviate from the path of bhakti. We'll say, oh, he's giving me so much. Let's go ask for something more, something more. Then I will do bhakti. Then bhakti never happens. As Krishna says, that he will provide only those things which is favorable for our bhakti. Otherwise, no. The Lord is all powerful, and if he is satisfied by our obedience unto his lotus feet, he is competent to bestow upon us all kind of blessings for the successful execution of both our material and spiritual lives. Both are taken care of, both material and spiritual. Like when we devotees are struggling, Krishna will take care. Krishna will give guidance what to do in such a situation. But we should have faith in Krishna. What is happening is that when something bad happens, we just say, Krishna, what is this happening? We don't see Krishna's hand saying, Krishna is giving me some message. Krishna is trying to teach me something in this situation. Let me try to understand that. That faith and patience is required. Otherwise, we will not be able to remain stable in our bhakti. When things are favorable, we'll dance and chant and do everything. When things become little unfavorable, we can see how our bhakti drops, how our chanting gets distracted, how we become irregular in our devotional practice. These are the symptoms of telling that we are not very stable in our bhakti. That means we need to increase our faith, right? By associating with the devotee, we have to listen to lectures. This is required every day. Like a breathing, we breathe to survive. To make sure our bhakti continually grows, we have to read, we have to chant, we have to listen. These three things are required every day. Association may not be possible like this every day, but at least three things: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. These things are required. And to get that boost, we meet once a week like this and say, okay, let's get energy. Now we will continue for another week. It's like, filling a gas into car. Before it gets empty, let's fill it again. Right? It's like that. So we have to fill our body and mind with all the spiritual energy by meeting. For attaining spiritual existence, the human form is a chance for all to understand our eternal relation with God. Our relation with Him is eternal. It can neither be broken nor vanquished. Our relation with Krishna is eternal. It cannot be cut off. Impossible. No. It may be forgotten for the time being, but it can be revived also by the grace of the Lord if we follow His injunctions. See, we may forget Krishna. Like here, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are beautiful shlokas which are come. And we will read this shortly because we are reading Madhya Lila right now. Krishna Boli Sei Jiv Anadi Bahir Mukh. Means if you forget what happens, we start going away from Krishna. And then what happens? Ataiva Maya Tare De Samsara Dukh. You will get so much misery that, oh, now let me go back here. But then what happens? We have gone in wrong direction so much that we have to come back. It takes long time. It becomes a painful journey. Instead, we are in this journey. Why not to just say, I will manage. Let me do this. If we reduce our expectation, our life will become very pleasant. If we reduce our expectation and demands in life and from life, automatically our life becomes very simple and very easy to live. Because we have demands, which are created by the mind. We don't need that. Mind creates this demand that, oh, you need this. And then we say, yeah, I think I need it. And what happens? We start chasing. And in that, we do so much other activity. And then once we get it, we feel, I don't need this. So many things have happened in our life. Sometimes we are so excited to get something, so passionate. And once we have it, we feel, I really did not need this. It was a useless effort. So therefore, we should not listen to the mind. Mind should be made a servant. But what happens? We have made the mind as a CEO of our body. And we do everything that CEO does. So we listen to mind. So you have to make mind as like frontline engineer. You do what I say. Code. Okay. Come on the shift, night shift. So we'll do that. But if you make analyst a CEO, what happens of a company? We can think of it. Just think like that. If you make an analyst, a coding guy, you become a CEO from tomorrow. And the company will go, or doldrum will happen here and there. So we have to use intelligence and make intelligence as CEO. Then what is that? When what happens? Some kripa happens. Brahmanda bhamide kon bhagyavan ajiv Guru Krishna prasade paye bhakti lata bij. So when we get a Guru, that's why Guru Padashraya is required. On our own, so nothing is going to happen. That's why I was insisting last week also that everybody should aspire to get initiated. Take shelter of a Guru. And I'm not saying you should be like initiating tomorrow. Anyway, it's going to take time. But we should have an aspiration that I want to be under this Guru. At least the aspiration should be there. We should have this desire. Because only Krishna will take us, only Guru will connect us with Krishna. Direct connection with Krishna is not possible. Very difficult. So therefore, we should do that. And our love with Krishna, our connection with Krishna, what? It is Nitya. Here it is. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem. Sadhya Kabunay. Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karaya Uday. See, our connection with Krishna is eternal. Okay? We may stop coming in Bhakti Vriksha, we may stop chanting, we may stop reading, we will stop. But what will happen? Once connection was made, it was remain permanent. Now, just by hearing something, just by listening to some kirtan on the street, again, the here it is mentioned, Uday is like a sun. Like for example, when the right now it is night, we cannot see sun. But is sun gone? No. It come back in the morning and say, oh, we see the sun. So right now, our bhakti may be like that. Oh, I'm not very interested. But as soon as we get connection with someone, some pure devotee, some book somebody gives, and immediately I go, oh, this is the book I was hankering. There are so many people who feel that, oh, I should have not been, got into Maya. Like, for example, what is the name of this? Hayagriv Prabhu. Hayagriv. You know the story of Hayagriv Prabhu? He was in New Vrindavan and he was a scholar, English scholar. All the translations that we see, the Bhagavad Gita and all that, it is a professor in a college. He did all that. That's why the words are so amazing. He's an English scholar in a professor in a college and he's writing English. That's why you see these words are so profound. Sometimes you have to refer to dictionary for that. So it's a Hridayananda Prabhu. So he he got distracted. He took Diksha, he became brahmachari, and, uh, and he got deviated from Krishna consciousness. He got attracted to woman and drugs and everything he started. But he had done so much for Srila Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada asked, where is Hridayananda? Oh, he just left the movement. He went. Hayagriv, yeah. So he says, Hayagriv Prabhu, he says, no, I'm very indebted to him. He helped me so much. Prabhupada is remembering. Prabhupada is not saying, oh, he did like this. Oh, good that he left. No. He has so much compassion for him. Hayagriv Prabhu. And he says, he's like my child. He's remembering he was like a child. Because Prabhupada had tears when he heard that he has gone away from this movement. He was feeling very sad. And then Prabhupada left this world. Hayagriv Prabhu was doing his own things. And one day, I don't know who found out. In Mumbai, one devotee, Srimad Prabhuji, I think. He was in Goa. And he saw Hayagriv Prabhu under a boat. Boat is, normally in the monsoon, they put the boat upside down so that boat doesn't get filled with water. In the coastal area, they do like that. So he was put like that, and when this Prabhu, he saw somebody sleeping there, and he just looked at him. He was like, Hayagriv Prabhu. So he went and said, Hayagriv Prabhu, what are you doing here? And he was in so much pain. He had a cancer, he was very weak, and he was there. Then Srinathji Prabhu was a rich person, so he actually sent him to US. And he sent him here so he can get treatment. Because in US, you get treatment even if you don't have money. In India, you won't get treatment because here they will treat you and then after that they will send you bill. At least he was getting, so let him send him to US. So he got treated. Some treatment was done, and then once I don't remember who gave him sannyas, but he was called that. Prabhupada always had a desire to give him sannyas. Prabhupada had a desire to make him sannyasi. So he comes and stays in New Vrindavan, and tries to get cured and all those things. And then he had a desire to get sannyas. So now he is given sannyas. And when he gets sannyas, he holds that danda and cries profusely, Srila Prabhupada. He thinks this is Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I'm so sorry. I left your mission. I left you. I'm such a fool. But your mercy always kept me in this world. And now I'm back. He was crying. And then after he got sannyas, after a few months, he left because he had a cancer and all that. The point is that, dear devotees, this is what happened. That once we are connected in Krishna consciousness, it is impossible to leave. It is not possible. We will get connected. Yena kena prakar. Somewhere we'll get connected. And then we'll say, oh, I have to restart. But don't worry about restarting. We should always restart. Something doesn't work, restart. Like what we do in Windows, right? The computer. Oh, I'm trying nothing. Okay. Just switch off and restart. That's it. Reboot. So sometimes we also need this reboot of our own consciousness. And we should do it. And all the cache needs to be clear, all the temp files can be deleted. And then we become faster. So all these temporary desires can be deleted like a temporary files. All our cache, like old memories and all this can be taken out. So that we don't get into that. And then start refresh. Sometimes complete format is required. Do that. Right? And we can connect to Krishna. So this is so important, dear devotees, because see, in Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita also. But here one point is that, see, last point. If we follow his injunctions, which are revealed in the scriptures at all times and all places. So these are the scripture where he is giving instructions that how we can go back to him by this. Tasma sarve sukaleshu. Mam anuswara yuddhacha. Remember all the time me and fight. Mean do your karma by remembering me. We don't have to, oh, I'm doing something. No. Do activity which is pleasing Krishna. That means we are remembering Krishna. It's not that you have to keep chanting while cooking. That is not Krishna is saying that you remember me. No. We are making prasad for Krishna. So I will focus 100% on making nice prasad. And then I will offer it to Krishna. And then we'll all offer the bhoga and then I'll take prasad. That is remembering Krishna all the time. That similarly is man mana mat bhakto madhyaji manavastu. Engage your mind always in me. Think about Krishna. And then he says, Sarva dharman parityajya, mam ekam sharanam. Leave all, abandon all the dharma and just come to me. And then what happens? I will take you back. So these are the instructions Prabhupada is telling in one sentence. He's given all these things here. So I will read this once again because this is important. Our relation with him, that is Krishna, is eternal. It can neither be broken nor vanquished. It may be forgotten for the time being, but it can be revived also by the grace of the Lord. But how we will get the grace? If we follow the injunctions which are revealed in the scriptures of all times and all places. So there are scriptures which are time-bound, which will be only useful for this period, not beyond that. But these scriptures that we talk about are eternal. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita 4.1. What is it? I gave this knowledge to Vivasvat Manu millions of years ago. Sun God. So that means it's coming since eternal. Eternity. So therefore, we should see that. And what happens if we do this? Bahuna Janmana Mante. But it is not possible for everyone. It is only rare. Some Mahatma Sudurlabha. If we are able to follow the instruction given in the previous shlokas that we just read, then this is what it is. But it is not easy for everyone. But we all try to become Sudurlabha. Okay. So let's read the translation. Can you read, Priyansh?
Yeah. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Krishna himself is saying such soul is very rare. But then things which are rare are precious. Isn't it? Diamonds are rare, so it's precious. Gold metal is rare, so it's precious. Anything that is rare is precious. So similarly, a devotee who is always thinking of Krishna, always trying to please Krishna, they are very rare. We can remain, we can follow all 4 principles for 1 week, 1 month, and then again some temptation comes and say, okay, gone. Then again we restart. It happens. It's so difficult to control our mind. But Krishna is telling that such person is very rare. Therefore, we should try to be in that category of being rare by following what, and everything is given so clearly by Krishna. Everything is there. It is just that our mind is not able to remain stable and allow us to do all this instruction given by Krishna. If we follow what Krishna tells, we will go back in this lifetime, dear devotees. In this lifetime, we can go back. But as we heard in a previous class, what he was telling Maharaj, we don't want to go back. What we want to do? We want to eat prasad. We want to dance. We want to do kirtan. Kirtan Mela is there tomorrow day after in temple. So we can go there and dance there, listen to nice kirtan. So all this can happen, but we don't want to go. So we want to have a nice life as a devotee, but we don't want to go back. We say we'll come back again. But who knows which body we will get? Our some good karma has given us this birth of human and then association with the devotees, which is very rare. So we are happy. But next life doesn't mean we are going to be devotee. Just imagine we are born in a Gaza Strip. Are finished. All miserable life. It's very difficult. So when we have this comfortable life, we should increase our bhajan. Increase our bhajan. But most of the time, we do bhajan during difficult times, miseries. Oh, so much pain, please help me. Like, once, once a person who used to eat fish, okay, he was eating and sometimes I heard that the fish thorn got stuck in his, it happens. Those who have taken fish, they know it. It happens. He just gets stuck and he's struggling. He goes to the doctor. He said, please help me, please help me. He was not able to speak. Please help me, like that. He said, okay, I'll help you. And doctor helps him. Within a few minutes, he takes out the and then he's okay, you're fine. He said, doctor, how much? Give me only 50% of the amount that you are thinking you will give it to me when you have the pain. Because when we are in that place, I'll give you everything you need, you take everything from me. He says, just give me 50%. This is our life. When we are in misery, Krishna, please help me, I'll do whatever you tell me. And as soon as we are out of misery, what happens? We forget. This is our mind. Therefore, these miseries keep coming to remind us to go back and say, okay, let me connect to Krishna. This is the problem. Many times people think that, those who are sadhus, who are pure soul, why they get bodily problems? There are so many sadhus we see, they have so many bodily problems, physical problems, but they keep doing bhajan. They have no connection with the body. They don't even feel that they have a pain. Like our Jayapataka Maharaj. Look at him. He's traveling at this age. He was in Ahmedabad a few days ago. And in fact, you just imagine how he's traveling. Unbelievable. If you have so much pain, he'll say, no, let everybody come here. I don't want to go. But he's traveling to give mercy. I was like amazed. How much is true at this age? Because he has no understanding of what is happening with the body. He's already above that level. In Vrindavan also, there are so many sadhus who live, so many body problems. But they don't even feel, they are always smiling, effulgent. If you look at them, so effulgent. But sadhakas at our level, we still have connection with the body. So we do what body tells. Body says, no, sleep for some time, it's too cold, -7, and some more time. And Brahma Murta is gone. And we start chanting in afternoon and then night. Then we join NCC. You know NCC? What is NCC? Everybody has joined. Anybody has joined NCC before?
National Cadet Corps.
No. In Krishna conscious, NCC is not there.
I was
In Krishna, NCC means Night Chanters Club. So normally there is a Brahma Murta chant. There are devotees who are NCC. I have also done NCC. I have joined sometimes, but then I felt that is miserable. But then you cannot do anything. That one round looks like 1 hour. If you chant in the night, one round looks like 1 hour. In Brahma Murta, you chant, your chanting is breeze through. It's like smooth. So don't join NCC. I'm telling everyone. Okay, this is very bad. You should never be in NCC. The NCC guys never go back to Godhead. Okay, very difficult. Because Krishna is sleeping at that time. He's doing his Rasila. Where he will come and remember us? You know? Like, come on, you're disturbing me. Don't remember me at this. My Rasila is going on. Now, the Dwarkavasi is glorifying rare fortune to get your darshan. Why rare fortune? Because Krishna was away for very long time, long time. Right? So, Aho sanatha bhavata smaradayam Traivishtpanam api dura darshanam Prema smita snigdha nirikshananam Pashyema rupam tava sarva saubhagam. Okay, we kids have read. Okay, next. Avnish, can you please read it?
Translation. Oh, it is our good luck that we have come again today under your protection by your presence. For your lordship rarely visits even the denizens of heaven. Now it is possible for us to look into your smiling face, which is full of affectionate glances. We can now see your transcendental form, full of all auspiciousness.
Hare Krishna. So, just by seeing Krishna's face, all auspiciousness has happened. So, Krishna has come in this yuga as what? Mahamantra. That's in the form of mantra, Mahamantra. So, if you just chant, it's all auspiciousness will invoke. See, and there is a word which is used, Sanatha. So, you know Sanatha and Anatha. Anatha means orphan. Sanatha means now somebody who has got some shelter, some protection. So they are saying, we are all got under your protection. That is Sanatha. So here, in Kevalastakam, what is he saying? Nilkantha. This is written by Nilkantha Goswami. He says, Maduram Madure Byopi. And what is that? Maduram Madure Byo means what? This Krishna's name. But what is this? Maduram. It is so sweet. And then he says, Mangal le byopi mangalam. It is doing all the mangal, all the good fortune comes if you just chant his name. Pavanam pavane byopi. He is so pure. So we can see that how that Krishna's name, which is here, devotees are saying, we can now see your transcendental form full of all auspiciousness. So here they are seeing his physical form, but we can see Krishna by chanting. And we can see how our acharyas are describing Krishna's name as such a beautiful. It is Madhur, it is Mangalam, it is Pavanam. Hare Nam Eva Kevalam. And then before initiation, we take this mantra, those who are taking initiation, they know it. We have to recite this verse. And in fact, even before doing Aarti also, we can purify ourselves by chanting this mantra, right? It's come from Garuda Purana, where it says, Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastham gatopi va yasmaret pundari kaksham sabaya bhyanantar shuchi Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. So this verse can be recited. So what is saying? Just by chanting this name, what is happening? Inside out we become pure. Just by chanting. So how pure it is. So we don't need to see Krishna. We just have to chant in this yuga. Just by chanting, we become pure. Therefore, when we do Aarti, we can do Achman and we can chant this mantra before beginning the Aarti. When initiation happens, we chant this mantra and go to Guru Maharaj for initiation to take our beads from him. So this is Krishna. Krishna is all auspicious. Perfect by Srila Prabhupada. The Lord is in his eternal personal form, can be seen only by the pure devotees. Not everybody can see Krishna. Even Brahmaji cannot see. You may get, you will get inspiration from within. Okay, do this, but you may not be able to see it. Not possible. Not everybody can see. The Lord is never impersonal, but He is the supreme absolute personality of Godhead, possible to be visited by devotional service face to face, which is impossible to be done even by the denizens of higher planets. So even higher planets in Svargloka and all that, still they cannot see and meet Krishna. When Brahmaji and other demigods want to consult Lord Vishnu, the planetary portion of the Lord Krishna, they have to wait on the shore of the ocean of milk where the Lord Vishnu is laying on his white land, Svetadvipa. If you've seen the chart, the whole chart, that there's a Svetadvip, the Goloka chart that we have, you can see that where the Svetadvip. That's they have to wait for Krishna to come. We cannot see Krishna. This ocean of milk and the Svetadvip planet are the replica of Vaikuntha Lok within the universe. Neither Brahmaji nor the demigod like Indra can enter into this island of Svetadvip, but they can stand on the shore of the ocean of milk and transmit their message to Lord Vishnu, known as Shirodakashayi Vishnu. Therefore, the Lord is rarely seen by them. But the inhabitants of Dwarka, because of their being pure devotees without any tinge of the material contamination of fruitive activities and empiric philosophical speculation, can see him face to face by the grace of the Lord. This is the original state of living entities and can be attained by reviving our natural constitutional state of life, which is discovered by devotional service only. This purport is very clear in making us understand that why we should do devotional service. Krishna can only be understood, can only be seen by a devotional service, nothing else. Our opulence doesn't work, our intelligence doesn't work, our power doesn't work, nothing works. And that too, by grace of the Lord. So unless with that grace, that mercy, in India, those who have studied, there is a grace mark. They give a grace mark. If somebody has passed in all subjects, but one subject he is failing by 1 or 2 marks, they will say, okay, let's give him 2 marks, so he'll pass and go to the next standard. So they call it a grace mark. That's how it is given. So we also need a grace of Lord to go back to Him. Otherwise, without grace, it is not possible. Without grace, it cannot happen. So we'll complete 2 verses so that we complete this section. Unbearable separation has happened. Okay, let's read this verse. Yarha ambuja kshapas sarabho bhavan. Gurun madunvat surada dikshaya. Tatrabda koti pratima kshano bhave. Ramim vinakshano ivanastavachuta. Okay. Mataji, can you read?
Yes. Translation. O lotus-eyed Lord, whenever you go away to Mathura, Vrindavana, or Hastinapur to meet your friends and relatives, every moment of your absence seems like millions of years. O infallible one, at that time our eyes become useless as it breathed of sun. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here we see that all the Dwarkavas is telling that we feel so much separation when you go away. You go to meet your friends and families in Hastinapur, Mathura, and then we cannot see you. Unbearable separation. So they're expressing this. So here, let us read the purport. We all are proud of our material senses for making experiments to determine the existence of God. But we forget that our senses are not absolute by themselves. they can only act under certain conditions. For example, our eyes, as long as the sunshine is there, our eyes are useful to a certain extent. But in the absence of sunshine, the eyes are useless. Our senses, if we try to understand Krishna through senses, sense perception, because our senses are defective, like some of us are wearing some glasses because without that it's very difficult to read. I can't read without this. I need these glasses. They're defective, right? Sometimes when people grow old, they cannot hear. Very difficult to do that. Some people lose even the smelling capability. So senses are defective. If we try to understand Krishna through those senses and intelligence, then we will never be able to understand that. Never. An example Prabhupada gives is sunshine. We cannot see if we go out in the dark, suddenly we cannot see anything. We need a torch, Even if you're going on the street, hey, now we have mobile has got torch, we immediately turn on the torch light. Like, when we went for yatra, one of the requirements they put, bring torch. Because sometimes we have to go early in the morning, maybe there is no light, or sometimes the electricity go away, then you need a torch in the room also. Everything is such a small room, but you can't see anything if it is dark. So that is our defective senses. So that doesn't help. But in the end, what Prabhupada is saying further is that Lord Sri Krishna, being a primeval Lord, the supreme truth, is compared to the sun. Without him, all our knowledge is either false or partial. The opposite of the sun is the darkness. And similarly, the opposite of Krishna is Maya or illusion. How nicely Prabhupada is connecting these things. The devotees of the Lord can see everything in true perspective due to the light disseminated by Lord Krishna. So many times when same problem happens with the devotee and somebody who's a non-devotee, you see the perspective of two people is very distinct, very different. Devotee sees Krishna's hand in all the situation and they will say, yeah, this is mercy of Krishna, I'm okay. I will deal with it. But those who are in material life, they'll feel miserable. Oh, what is this? Because they have never experienced their connection with Krishna, so they will not understand this. Therefore, we have to always remain under the shelter of Krishna, meaning remaining in the association of Krishna, devotees. When we remain within this protected group of devotees, our consciousness is also protected. Otherwise, consciousness just gets contaminated very quickly, very, very quickly. The protection is given from Maya, as here mentioned, Prabhupada is mentioning, is by remaining within the circle of devotees and always reading, chanting, and remembering Krishna. The devotees of the Lord can see everything in true perspective. By the grace of the Lord, the pure devotee cannot be in the darkness or ignorance. Therefore, it is necessary that we must always be in the sight of Krishna so that we can see both ourselves and the Lord with his different energies. So therefore, we should always be in the sight of Krishna. How can we be in the sight of Krishna? By remembering, chanting, all this process, and by remaining in the association of the devotees. This is very much required. It looks very simple that, Prabhupada is using simple sentence to explain to this, that be in the association of the devotees, read my books, chant. Looks very simple process, isn't it? But when we try to follow, what happens? Not every day it is possible to do. Difficult, because we are conditioned by the three modes of material nature, and then Maya takes away. As we cannot see anything in the absence of the sun, so also we cannot see anything, including our own self, without the factual presence of the Lord. Within him, all our knowledge is covered by illusion. Without him, all our knowledge is covered by illusion. So without Krishna, any knowledge that we get, it is of no use. There is no use. So therefore, it is very clear that if we don't want to feel this separation from Krishna, we can always remain with Krishna. Especially in this Yuga, Kali Yuga, we have so much benefit. We can always be with Krishna. Like Dwarkavasi, they feeling separation because Krishna was there. And then Krishna goes, they feel, oh, where is Krishna? But in Kali Yuga, Mahaprabhu gave us a wonderful gift through which we can always be with Krishna by chanting. If we have our bead bags with us and we keep chanting, that means we are with Krishna. Just look at our conscience, and when we are chanting and as soon as you put your bead bag, what happens? Mind is immediately takes us on a roller coaster ride immediately. Sometimes we put this and we do some immediate. As soon as we put this down, we do something act which we feel we should not have done. Immediately it happens because Maya is so strong. Maya is so strong.
Radhesham Prabhu in one lecture says 16 rounds with beads, 16 rounds without beads.
Yeah, we have to keep. That's yours. We have to remember Krishna all the time. Then only we can remain Krishna conscious. Otherwise, Maya is waiting. It's just waiting. It's sitting here. As soon as the bead is gone, as soon as Bhagavatam is put it like close and put, finished. Maya takes over. Now her tantrum will begin. She will put the baits. Like, you try to catch fish, you put the bait, right? Like the bait will come. And suddenly some pop-up will come on your phone. And then that will take you in something. And then the journey begins. And then 1 hour is gone. Immediately after chanting, this is what happens. So therefore, we should try to chant very attentively, be within the association of the devotees, so we can learn from each other. Like, we feel, oh, I'm doing so nice service, this, that, we feel a little proud. Same thing when I went to like Jagannath Puri, 10,000 devotees, how the devotees are serving. I felt so humbled. Oh, we are doing little service in temple, and we feel I'm doing so much. And there, oh my God, so much devotees are serving selflessly. They are not worried about going to darshan and all that. They are just doing service. Those who does service in the kitchen and cleaning area, they miss all the darshan. So they say, this is our service. This is how we'll get darshan. I don't need to go. Tota Gopinath will come and give darshan to them. We have to go to Tota Gopinath to see darshan. But because they are serving devotees, Tota Gopinath will come and give them darshan. That is what happens. But we go and rush and we try to push people. I want to see. Sit down. I can't see. We have to put so much effort. But if you do serve, we will just give you darshan. So therefore, we should try to serve Vaishnavas wherever possible. Wherever possible. Okay. So let's look at how to live. So why they are saying how to live means if you go away, how we will live? That's a question they're asking. Krishna, if you keep going away like this, how we will survive? This is a question. If you are not in Krishna consciousness, this problem is very simple. How to live? Just eat, drink and marry. That's what it is, right? Just do whatever you like. Whatever your senses tell, whatever your mind tells, just do it. And that's it. Okay. Let us read this verse. This is the 2 different meters are there in this verse. I think they were given like that. Katham vayam na chirosi te tvai prasanna drastya khilata pashoshanam jive mate sundarha shobhitam apashyamana vadanam manoharam iti chodirita vacha prajanam bhaktavasalah shrunvano Shrunumanugraham drashtya Vitanvan pravishat puram. Yes, anybody can read? Yes, Vikas, can you please read?
Prabhuji.
Oh, we have to go translation. Yes,
Yes.
sorry.
No. Translation. O Master, if you live abroad all the time, then we cannot look at your attractive face, whose smiles vanquish all our sufferings. How can we exist without your presence?
So this is like, thank you. So this is like giving petition to Krishna. Krishna, how will you if you keep leaving us? It's very difficult. Because by seeing Krishna, what happens is everything is auspicious. As soon as Krishna is gone, what happens? Things become inauspicious. So that's why Dwarkavasis are feeling so much separation. And that's what it is.
On hearing their speeches, the Lord, who is very kind to the citizens and the devotees, entered the city of Dwarka and acknowledged all their greetings by casting his transcendental glance over them.
Hare Krishna. So as soon as Krishna heard their petition, Krishna smiled and said, okay, I understand what you're telling me. And then he enters Dwarka. So we'll see what happens next, but let's understand this purport. Very nice purport is given by Srila Prabhupada. In purport, Prabhupada says, Lord Krishna's attraction is so powerful that once being attracted by him, one cannot tolerate separation from him. All the great devotees, they have seen Srila, Sri Krishna, and therefore they cannot. Like Srila Prabhupada, and let me read this and then I'll give you an example. Why is this so? Because we are all eternally related with him as the sun rays are eternally related with the sun disk. The sun rays are molecular parts of the solar radiation. Thus the sun rays and the sun cannot be separated. The separation by the cloud is temporary and artificial. And as soon as the cloud is cleared, the sun rays again display their natural effulgence. In the presence of the sun, similarly, the living entities who are molecular parts of the whole spirit are separated from the Lord by the artificial covering of Maya, the illusory energy. The illusory energy or the curtain of Maya has to be removed. And when it is so done, the living entity can see the Lord face to face, and all his miseries are at once removed. Every one of us wants to remove the miseries of life. Who wants to remove miseries of life? Everybody? Some who are not raising hand mean they are happy. Okay. But we do not know how to do it. The solution is given here, and it rests on us to assimilate it or not. The solution is given. But it is up to whom? It is up to us. So here, once someone has tasted Krishna, they can, or one has seen Krishna, they cannot go away. Like Srila Prabhupada. When Srila Prabhupada was trying to cultivate devotees in India, he was in Jhansi. And then he established, what is the name? Leagues of Devotees, I think. Is it that? Right? Yeah. Leagues of Devotees. He established an institution called Leagues of Devotees. So nobody became devotee. Only one devotee he was able to cultivate. One devotee. In Jhansi. In Jhansi. First time. He was trying to do that. One devotee. So, and his name was Prabhakar, I think. Prabhakar, yeah. So when Prabhupada was once, he was in Jhansi, and then sometime later, Prabhakar, his devotee, saw Prabhupada wearing Kardamba Mala, the Kardamba flower Mala. Kadamba. So Kadamba is nowhere available in Jhansi. Whole of Jhansi, you cannot see those flowers. Those plants are not there. So he was surprised. How did you get it? Krishna gave me. Prabhupada told me confidentially. So it means Prabhupada had seen Krishna. So Prabhupada had full faith in Krishna, that whatever is going to happen, it is all because of Krishna. Because What is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction? That in every city, in every town and village, this Hare Krishna will be chanted. That is a prediction. So when Prabhupada is traveling alone on Jalduta with 2 heart attacks, he still has that faith. And he is not deviating from there. He is not deviating. In fact, when Prabhupada was in New York and somebody was sitting next to him, and he had no devotee. Nobody knew him, who he is, and all. He's no devotee. And he is telling that, he was talking to that person. Why are you here? What are you doing? Like that question. So Prabhupada was telling, and this is documented. You can read it. Prabhupada told him that I can see there are hundreds of temples. I can see hundreds of temples and so many devotees around the world. It is just that this time is separating us. It's just that this time is separating us. And why Prabhupada was able to say that? Because Prabhupada already has seen this is going to happen. He's already had that vision. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he was living in his Navadip home in Navadip, right? From there, he was seeing that there will be a big temple here. He was visioning 150 years ago. Mayapur temple is still being built, but he has seen this temple 150 years ago, and he was telling that people from all over the world, the Chinese, the African, the American, everybody will come and dance here. And at that time, people thought it's all jungle. Who will come here? Not a single. There was no idea of even when ISKCON was born at that time. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is seeing that temple manifesting in front of his eyes 150 years ago. How? Because he has seen Krishna. Like what we say in our Gaur Arti, Bhakti Vinoda Dekhe Gaurara Sampada. Means Bhakti Vinoda is seeing and then writing the. He's not just writing from his heart and intelligence. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing everything. No. He's seeing and then writing. The whole Aarti that we sing, Gaur Aarti, it is something that Bhakti Vinod has witnessed that Aarti. And then he's describing, oh, I'm seeing Narari Thakur is doing chamar and Adhut Acharya is dancing and everything. He's describing all these things. Why? Because he's seen. And therefore, the vision is so clear that they can see this. So once we see Krishna, we can never have anything else in our life. So therefore, we should see Krishna every day. How? In Vigraha, in form of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the beats and in the chanting. This is all Krishna. If we are Krishnamay, then we will never be separated from Krishna. Never. Right? So we should always try to remember Krishna so that we can never be separated from Krishna. And the miseries that the separation, the pain of separation that Dwarkavasis are feeling, we will not feel that. Right? Because we are always chanting. That's how devotees are always happy. Why? Because they are always chanting, always in the association of the devotees, always listening to classes, always reading something. There is so much to read, dear devotees. So much to read. Even if you are able to read this Prabhupada's books every day, it is so amazing. Like we are reading Chaitanya Charitamrita every day. Such beautiful purports are given by Srila Prabhupada. Very beautiful. And it's so sweet. So therefore, reading, chanting, and listening to classes by Srila Prabhupada, by our Guru work is very important, dear devotees. So we'll stop here. What is that? So here, see, this is the prayer by Srila Prabhupada. When he is in Jalduta, Prabhupada wrote this prayers. See here we can see. Tava kripa haile mara katha shuddha have shuniya sabara shoka dukha je dudhi duchive. So what do you say? Only by your causeless mercy. See, Srila Prabhupada is always depending on mercy only. He is always saying, because of your mercy, Tava Krupa means your mercy. My word will come true. Means whatever he says, Srila Prabhupada says that, okay, I'm seeing this 100 temple going to come. in future, when he's going to speak, he's saying, because of your mercy, my words will come true. And why the devotees of Srila Prabhupada become so, attached to Krishna consciousness? Because Prabhupada had seen Krishna and he was able to give that vision also to his devotees. Therefore, they were so attached. Imagine somebody at that level is developing 100 temples, more than 100 temples, 5,000 plus devotees. It's not easy at such a ripe an age, right? So, therefore, we should always be in the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, a pure devotee who has descended in this world to take us back to Godhead. He is the Senapati of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, my Senapati will come in this world to spread this message, and that is Srila Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada says, Aniya che jadi Prabhu, amare na chate, na chao Prabhu, na chao se mate. Then he says, Kastera Putli. Kastera Putli is what? Puppet. Yeah, Kastera Putali Jatha, na chao se mate, na chao Prabhu, na chao se mate. He says, the way you want to make me dance, I will dance. That's it. Complete surrender. This is complete surrender. Krishna can only be taken, we can only get Krishna if we completely surrender to him. Ruga, Krishna, I am yours. You do whatever you like with this life. And then we don't feel any pain, miseries in whichever condition Krishna keeps us. So with that, we'll stop and we'll continue reading from verse 11, where now Krishna is entering Dwarka. And see what happens there. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananturi Nrsimha ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Any comment or correction? Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, we have some announcement.
Yes.
So we have some good news we are expecting.
Oh,
Easy
Hare
calling
Krishna.
blessings.
Hare.
Wonderful child who can serve Prabhupada's mission.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There is no doubt. You are both are very wonderful devotees. You always try to serve, you always chant, always read books. So we are very grateful to have your association. Thank you so much. You are more advanced, but still you come and listen. So
No.
thank you for coming. Yeah. So congratulations. Very happy to hear this message. So let us all chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra for the child which is going to be born. Let us pray that the child which comes in will become Senapati in the Srila Prabhupada mission and serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada and take thousands and thousands of devotees back to Godhead by spreading this message world over. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you for sharing this news. So next week, dear devotees, we are going to meet as Sri Ramakrishna Prabhu